If you have something to say and want to tell as many people as possible, the Electronic Direct Mail module, EDM, in 9 Plus lets you create beautiful messages that you can send to carefully targeted audiences and then measure the success of your campaigns. The EDM module is an optional extra, so you will need to subscribe before you can start using it. Go to the RMS website to organise a demonstration or to sign up. Start your first campaign from the EDM group in the side menu. Or select an existing message and choose the Open button. Start by entering a title and a description for this message. Drag elements into your message from here, such as titles, text blocks, and images. Select an image from your gallery or upload new ones from your computer. Make changes here. Let's add a button to this message. Drag it to the desired location and then double-click to edit. Make changes by using the text editing toolbar or the controls in the panel on the right. For example, we can change the size of this button, the buffering around it, or add a link to take the viewer to somewhere else on the internet. Instructions for each element are just here. Not happy with the final result? Simply click the Delete button and start again. Columns are a good way to constrain text and images so they look the same when the viewer opens the message as they did when you sent it. In this example, I have a 3-column element with the overall width under 650 pixels, so I know it will display correctly even on a smaller screen. I've placed an image in the middle column and left empty boxes in the left and right columns. By unlocking one column at a time, I can adjust their widths by pixels or percentage. Use these buttons to equalize or add columns, and these controls to change how the columns respond on a mobile device. Continue adding and adjusting elements until you're happy with your message. You can merge virtually any field from RMS into a message to personalise it to the recipient. Watch how I add the guest's first name by opening the guest group and choosing Given Name. When this campaign is sent, this merge field will be populated by the recipient's first name. If you prefer, use one of the templates supplied to get you started, but it won't take long before you are sending professional-looking messages to your guest database. Use the Test Send feature to make sure you're happy with the final result. Try to open the test message on different device types and in a variety of email applications to make sure you're completely happy with the way it looks. To send the message, we must first create a recipients list in the Send Campaign section. Select the Add Template button or choose an existing template from the list. To create a target audience, we need to filter the guest database and return matches based on a series of increasingly refined statements. We'll start with a broad search, say every guest whose name starts with a letter between A and Z. In other words, everyone. Now we can narrow the search to say every reservation that arrived during a specific period. And for a particular accommodation style. We could continue to refine the search to include many other parameters, such as geographic locations and buyer behaviour. For now, let's just search for matches to this set of search statements. Click on Send Campaign and choose which message to send. Enter the reply to address and the authorised sender's name. Send the campaign now, or enter a time and date in the future to schedule the campaign. In the Reports section, watch recipients respond to the campaign in real time. See when messages are opened, when links are clicked, or when someone unsubscribes. These metrics indicate the success of the campaign, and these tabs contain lists of recipients who interacted with your message. The interaction of any guest included in a campaign will also be recorded in the EDM tab on the guest profile. The EDM module automatically adds an unsubscribe option at the bottom of messages. If a guest unsubscribes to a message, it will change this field in their profile to yes. This stops them from receiving any further marketing messages, but does not prevent receiving operational emails such as confirmation letters for subsequent reservations. Advanced filtering of opt-out options are available to refine the final recipients list. Watch out for the next video on this topic, which goes into more detail. Additional tools are available to make identifying the target audience even more accurate. The field labelled Classifications allows you to include recipients who display certain characteristics. For example, let's say we're planning an event including wine tasting. We would want to invite anyone who has shown an interest in wine to this event. Add the characteristic to the lookup table under Classifications in Setup in the side menu. When a guest demonstrates an interest in that area, add the classification to their profile. When searching for matches prior to sending a campaign, add the relevant statements to the search. Similarly, use res types to target a group of recipients. Res types are typically used to indicate the reason the guest is visiting the area. So for example, a property near a location hosting a fishing competition might target anyone with a res type of fishing. The power of the RMS EDM is only limited by your imagination. Subscribe today and start engaging with your guests by sending them relevant messaging they will actually want to receive.